Hello bachcho, let's read the question, and the question says bronchioles are formed by A. Protoplasmic extension of trachea, B. Structural modification of pleural membrane, C. Repeated division of bronchi and D. Calcification of pleural membrane. So question में actually हमें क्या पूछ रहा है कि bronchioles जो हैं वो किससे बन रहे हैं. So question के options में से हमें correct option choose करना है. Question को solve करने के लिए जो हमारा key concept है वो है bronchial tree. Bronchial tree. Now see, हमारा जो human respiratory tract है, if I talk about human respiratory tract, so it actually starts from external nostrils, then it goes to nasal chamber, then it goes to internal nares, then after it continues into the internal layers that continues into pharynx. It is a common passage for air and water, for air and food. This is common passage for air and food. Now from pharynx, you can say the two parallel tubes arises, but one goes into the food pipe, that is into the esophagus that carries the food. So here we will not consider because here we are considering the respiratory tree. After that pharynx, it continues into larynx, that is a voice box. This larynx is also continues into the trachea, that is windpipe, air pipe you can say. Now what happens? This trachea divides into various branches. For example, if I draw the diagram of it, so here is the nostril, like this is the nose, then it goes to here, the larynx, then it opens to, sorry, you can say this is pharynx, then it opens to larynx, this larynx will then continue into trachea. Now what happened? This trachea divides into two primary bronchus. Divides into two primary bronchus. See, now this is actually primary bronchus. These are primary bronchus, and this is our trachea. Now this primary bronchus, when it goes into two different lungs, that is right and left lung. For example, here right and here left. This is left. Right? Now what happened? In both the side of lungs, these primary bronchus further divided. See, into various branches. They are dividing into various branches. Okay. Now these branches are actually known as bronchioles, or you can say the primary bronchus divides into secondary bronchi. First of all, it is dividing into secondary bronchi. These are all secondary bronchi. Now further, the secondary bronchi is actually dividing into various more further branches. These are the further branches. Here also in the same, into the like left side also it takes place in the same manner. Now these further branches are actually the bronchioles. These are what? Bronchioles. So this tree that is from trachea to the bronchiole or you can say the bronchiole will then enters into the alveolar ducts. This is the, you can say the alveolar ducts. So this whole tree is known as bronchus tree. Yeah, you can say the bronchial tree. This is the bronchial tree actually, fine. Now what is happening? We can see that we are getting this bronchiole. This bronchiole is actually the extension of the bronchi. They are the extension of bronchi. So this is the only question is asking to us. Like in the option we have been given, that is the bronchioles are formed by protoplasmic extension of trachea. So no, because the protoplasmic extension of trachea, actually the trachea is dividing into primary bronchus first. But here we have been asked about the bronchioles. So this is not actually the most correct option, you can say. Second option is saying this B, structural modification of pleural membrane. So that is also wrong, because pleural membrane is the covering of the lungs. Pleural membrane is the covering of the lungs, and the lungs cannot modify to form the, sorry, the pleural membrane, outside membrane of the lung doesn't enter inside the lungs and can form some modification to form bronchioles. Fine, that is also wrong. See the repeated division of bronchi. So this is the correct answer. Yes, the bronchi is actually continuously dividing into the various branches to form the bronchioles. So this is very correct option. Then where D option is there, calcification of the pleural membrane. So calcification means the deposition of calcium on the pleural membrane. So that is also the wrong option. So the most appropriate answer we can say is answer C. And that is repeated division of bronchi forms the bronchioles. So I hope you understood well. Best of luck.